when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Haywood. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Wide. 59.
Cousins now. Completes it right side to Doxson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
637. Give me that ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you.
Here's Cousins. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We're good.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run with Thompson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. A big play there out of Cook. 68 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Cousins to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check safety. 25, check 25.
They run, Cook, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now a give, right side. Thompson. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To throw his car. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Thompson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
36. Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Get down. Kill. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Thompson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Squeeze, double.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And an alley to run. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
What down? 185. 65. 65. 65. Later 9. 57. Express.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. What's it?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go. 93.
On play action. Now Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
734.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Now he's forced it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. From the gun, it's Carr. He is going to find Hill here. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the carry, Thompson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Hey, no, easy.
Watch the twist. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Tackle made there by Ben Heaney.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Run that down. Check three. Check the backer.
They go with Thompson again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart. Tighten up. White Monday down. SOS.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 180. Mike 5-4. 29. I got it.
Carr going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Bailey got the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Chiefs 30, Vikings 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
You ain't doing nothing today. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Express. Say. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Again, a run with Thompson. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Down. 54's Mike. 180. 54. 180. We're good. 180. That's it.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Watch time. Yo, Chief. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey. You're mine. 3 down. You go tight. You got tight right there. Express. Go now. Express.
Hey, wahoo!
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Cook. He's got a first down past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Let's get out the field, defense. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's get the ball.
A first down throw for Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
50 forward. Target. He's coming. OP.
This is Thompson. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Down. 180. 57. I got you. 808. 57. Mike, 57. Army. Deuce. Express. Hey, Raider 2. Right down.
From the gun, Carr. over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Minnesota.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reggie Ragland, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. On 1st down, it's Thompson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Watch Express. Watch the twins. Mike Express. Mike 42, check, check. Mike 42. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Switch, slide down. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Who that? Who that?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the sport.